Hello, Carl Tinsley here. The safety professional must be one of the most misunderstood and undervalued roles in Australian industry. The difficulty with the safety professional is not only do you have all your own functions to perform, not only do you have your own line manager that you have to satisfy and report to, you also have to report and liaise with and influence and persuade every other line manager or functional manager within your business because they are your customers. And that's where the difficulty comes in for safety professionals, because it's those interactions with the other line managers, the other functions, that take up all your time. When they take up your time, you have such less time for actually performing your functions. So as a result of that, at Breaking Ground, we've put together a program aimed at giving you more time to do your job. The way we get more time is by you being more influential, more persuasive, and a better leader of other people. The functions that you range through now call for a huge variety of interpersonal styles and skills, from conducting safety observations and auditing, perhaps to persuading or influencing the management team. A toolbox talk. Perhaps you have to persuade and drive a line manager to spend some money on a safety initiative, and in these tight economic times, we know how difficult that could be. You might have to consult with the safety committee, or even do that job that a lot of people find challenging, and that is stopping a job and dealing with the conflict that often arises as a result of that. At Breaking Ground, the program we put together is based on the DISC Advanced profile. DISC has been around for a while, and what it does is it gives you a profile of your natural interpersonal style, how you communicate with other people in your natural way. DISC Advanced gives you an adjusted profile, and it identifies for you how you behave at work. And it's this adjustment that causes us the greatest difficulty in communicating, influencing, and persuading other people. Once we know the adjustments that we make, then we become more effective at developing strategies to make us more natural in the way we deal with other people in varying situations. From that, we start looking at our persuasion and influence tools. And not many people would think of aligning voice training and voice mechanics to the safety professional role, but it makes a huge difference if people stop and listen when you talk and take on board what you say without challenging and discussing every single point. So we'll work on the approachable, credible model. We'll also start looking at charisma and the 4 styles of charisma and how you can develop and work on each style depending on the various roles you're performing within business. Then we'll look at your non-verbal communications. And it's your non-verbal communications that really establish your charisma level within others around you. How you stand, how you pause, and the mindsets with which you approach your work govern how others perceive you. And it's that perception that is critical. We'll then start dealing with particular information relating to the safety role. We'll start looking at influencing and persuasion strategies that deal with the 2 types of resistance that we get. We'll look at the key causes of risk taking in business and industry, and we'll look at strategies to overcome those. Then finally, we'll go back to charisma. We'll look at those 4 types and apply them back to the safety role. Advanced Persuasion, Influence and Leadership for Safety Professionals. It's a 2-day course. It's about making safety professionals more effective. If we have an effective safety professional, we have safer work, we have safer workers, and less injuries. It's an action learning course, which means it's based on experience. We have case studies, we have scenarios, we have role plays. If we have that experience, that accelerates our learning. So the Safety Professional, Advanced Persuasion, Influence and Leadership course. 2 days for both existing and new safety professionals alike.